Hello and welcome to set 6 of this highly recommended MCQ video series where we are discussing MCQs which are framed strictly based on UPSC pattern, which includes our complete syllabus including current affairs and PYQs. So I have already uploaded 5 sets under this series. If you have not watched it, then go and watch that videos. Definitely it will give a boost to your prelims preparation. So let's get started with today's MCQ. So question 51. Consider the following statements. Generally, tightening of monetary policy by the US Federal Reserves lead to foreign portfolio investments sell-off in the Indian stock market. Statement 2. Lower the value of Indian rupee against the dollar keeps the import bills lower for India. Statement 3. Lower value of Indian rupee against the dollar is beneficial for travelers and students studying abroad. Which of the above statements are correct? And these are your options. So what you can do is you can pause this video for 10 to 15 seconds and then try to attempt this question by yourself. And after attempting this question, you can watch the explanation. So in this way, it will be learning for you as well along with watching the video. So let us see the options now. So the US Federal Reserve's rate leads to inflow or outflow of foreign portfolio investment, and how that happens, let us see that. So US Federal Reserves, if increases its interest rate, means it is providing more interest rate on the deposits, then the foreign capital that is invested in India, they will try to sell and want to invest in USA to get high returns. But if US follows relaxed monetary policy where they have lower interest rate, then people will come and invest in India, or we can say that foreign capital will be invested in India. So in this case, if tightening of monetary policy, which means increasing interest rate, that would lead to foreign portfolio investment sell-off in Indian stock market. That is true because people will move to USA market for higher returns. Statement 1 is true. Statement 2, lower value of Indian rupee against dollar. So if value of Indian rupee is lower, so let's say if a dollar is equals to 50 rupees, but if value becomes lower, let's say if $1 becomes 100 rupees, then import bills will be higher, because then for same amount, let's say $5 thing, we have to pay 500 rupees as compared to earlier to 50 rupees. So there will be higher import bills. So this is wrong. Statement 3, lower value of Indian rupee against the dollar is beneficial for travelers. Now this is again wrong, because lower value of Indian rupee means Indian money is cheaper and they have to pay higher Indian rupee. For example, earlier if one wants to take $10 for foreign trips at a rate of 50 rupees, he has to give 500 rupees for the same. But if value of Indian rupee is lower, then for same $10 one has to give 1000 rupee if the conversion rate is 100 rupees for $1. So this is also wrong. So one only, that is B is right answer. Now moving forward, consider the following statements regarding aerosols. Statement 1, aerosols are solid particles suspended in gaseous environment. Statement 2, aerosols are only situated in lower layers of atmosphere since aerosol sources are located on the terrestrial surface. Statement 3, they affect the atmospheric chemical composition. Which of the above statements is or are correct? These are your options. Now let us see. So aerosols are combination of liquid or solid particles that are suspended in gaseous or liquid environment. Basically, they are dust particles or any pollutants which can act as aerosols. So mainly they are concentrated in lower layers of atmosphere, that is troposphere, but some of them are also found in upper layers as well, stratosphere as well. So first statement is true, second statement is wrong, because here it says it only found. As I already told you that whenever the word like only comes, you should pause and think twice, because this is an absolute statement that nothing more than this is present or available in that context. So there is always a possibility of more things. So that is why this statement is wrong. So eliminating option 2, statement 2, we have reached to either A and 3, A and C. Now looking at option, they affect the atmospheric chemical composition. Yes, aerosols are present in atmosphere. They affect the composition in the form of clouds and their formation because they act as a nuclei for cloud formation. So yes, that is true. So 1 and 3. So C is right answer. Now moving forward, question 53. Which of the following statement regarding minimum support price is correct? Statement 1. Generally, minimum support price rates are announced before the beginning of sowing season. Statement 2. Among all the crops for which MSP are provided, the maximum rate is provided for paddy. Statement 3. Any increase in MSP is approved by Cabinet Committee on Economic Affairs chaired by Prime Minister of India. Which of the above statements are correct? These are your options. So minimum support price is announced before sowing season, that is Rabi and Kharif season, for notified crops, that this much amount of money would be given for the crops so that farmers can sow seeds accordingly. So yes, that is true. Statement 1 is true. Statement 2, among all the crops, paddy has maximum price. No, this is not true. It varies from year to year based on demand and supply. So this is not always the case. So statement 2 is wrong. And statement 3, yes, Cabinet Committee of Economic Affairs approve the MSP. And who recommends the MSP? CACP. This body recommends the MSP based on input cost, and then Cabinet Committee on Economic Affairs approve it, which is chaired by Prime Minister of India. So statement 3 is true. So 1 and 3, C is your answer. Now moving forward, emission gap report sometimes in news is released by World Health Organization, Food and Agricultural Organization, UNEP, Global Environment Facility. Now it is a factual question and you may have come across with respect to climate change that this report is released by United Nations Environment Program, UNEP. It gives data about greenhouse gases emission and how much one needs to done in order to curb the climate change. So C is right answer. Moving forward, which of the following statement are correct about Khudai Khidmatkars? Statement 1, it was founded in 1919 under the influence of Khilafat movement. Statement 2, it merged with Congress during civil disobedience movement. Select the correct answer using the code given below. These are your options. Now, Khudai Khidmatkars was an organization which was led by Abdul Ghaffar Khan. It was founded in 1929 during civil disobedience movement. And it was a non-violent movement. And later, during civil disobedience movement, it merged with Congress, but it maintained its unique identity. And more information about it is, it opposed 1947 partition that happened, and Abdul Ghaffar Khan was main leader protesting this partition. So this first statement is wrong, second is right, B is your answer. I have already told you this. Now moving forward, consider the correct statements with respect to Speaker of Lok Sabha. Statement 1, his or her term of office is coterminous with his or her membership of Lok Sabha. Statement 2, the decision of the Speaker is to classify a bill as money bill is beyond judicial review. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? 1 only, 2 only, both and none. Now, if you look at provisions of Speaker holds his office even after ending of his term until newer Speaker take charge of chairmanship. So that is wrong. His term of office is not coterminous with his membership. And statement 2, so originally in our constitution there was no judicial review provision with respect to whether the money bill called by speaker can be reviewed or not. But recently under Aadhaar judgment, Supreme Court has said that decision to classify bill as money bill or not is subject to judicial review. So this is wrong and this is wrong. So D is your answer. So as you can see that originally Constitution did not have such provision. Now moving forward, question 57, which consider the following pairs. It is a PYQ. Wetlands are given on the left hand side and confluence of rivers on right hand side. So Harike wetlands, confluence of Bees and Satluj. Kevladev Ghana Park, confluence of Bees and Chambal, Banas and Chambal. Koleru Lake, confluence of Musi and Krishna. Which of the above pairs are correctly matched? Now, if you try to recall that Harike wetland is located in Punjab and it is at confluence of Bees and Satluj, so that is true. So one is correctly matched. Statement 2, Kevladev Ghana Park, it is not at confluence of Banas and Chambal. Rather, it is at confluence of Gambhir and Banganga River in Bharatpur district of Rajasthan. And third, Koleru Lake. Koleru Lake is also not at confluence of Musi and Krishna. Rather, it is at confluence of Krishna and Godavari River. Further, Koleru Lake is a freshwater lake and located in Andhra Pradesh. So, looking at these, A is our answer because only first is matched correctly. Now, moving forward, which of the following schedules of the Constitution of India contains provision regarding anti-defection? Second schedule, fifth schedule, eighth schedule, 10th schedule. Now it is a factual question. The provision related to anti-defection are under 10th schedule. It was introduced via 82nd Constitutional Amendment Act in 1985. Let us look at other schedules as well. So Schedule 1 pertains to states and union territories. Schedule 2 pertains to salary of various offices of president, governor. Schedule 3 pertains to oath and promises. Schedule 4 pertains to Rajya Sabha seats of states. Schedule 5 pertains to scheduled area and scheduled tribe administration control of various states. And Schedule 6 pertains to 4 states, that is Assam, Meghalaya, Tripura and Mizoram. Schedule 7 pertains to details of about list in union and concurrent list. Schedule 8 pertains to official languages. Schedule 9 for validation of certain acts by Parliament. This was done under first Constitutional Amendment Act. Schedule 10 is about disqualification under 82nd Constitutional Amendment Act. And these two provisions, Schedule 11 and Schedule 12, are related to panchayat and municipalities. So just remember all the schedules as questions are directly asked from schedules. Now moving forward, question 59. Sunda Strait, sometimes seen in news, separates Java and Sumatra Islands, Java and Borneo Islands, Sumatra Islands and Malaysia, Sumatra and Borneo Islands. So if you look at geographical map, Sunda Strait separates two Indonesian islands, that is Sumatra and Java. And this is Sunda Strait. So A is your answer. Now one more information is that Sunda Strait joins Java Sea to Indian Ocean. And last question of the day is, consider following statements regarding Environmental Performance Index 2022. Statement 1, EPI is released by UN Environment. Statement 2, India is placed at top 10 countries in EPI 2022. Which of the following statements are correct? One only, two only, both and none. So this EPI index was released and India was ranked last, that is 180 out of 180 countries. And that is why this index was being criticized, that how India can be placed in end of table. So this second statement is wrong, and this is not released by UN Environment, rather it is released by researchers of Yale University and Columbia universities in United States. So D is your answer. So that is all for this set. If you find this video helpful, then please like this video and subscribe to the channel for